Shit, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we getting into the sports content, boys. Yes, sir. That's right. Gonna be talking about the Pats and Birds preseason. We'll break down what happened. We'll talk about what happened and all that good shit. But yeah, we're getting started here with the sports content. That's right. Gonna be talking a lot of football, as we all know the football season's coming up. So I'm excited for that. Going to a game, week 4, Eagles versus the fucking Buccaneers, baby. So I'm definitely excited for that. But without further ado, let's get into this bitch. Let's talk about the preseason here. Let's start with the Birds first. Starting off with the first game of the preseason here. Eagles versus the Vikings. I have to admit, I had this game on in the background. I was watching it a little bit here and there. But we were absolute trash this game, all right? Birds were absolute freaking trash. Looking down at the stats here. This Tanner McKee guy. Who the fuck is he? Hold on. Who the fuck is Tanner McKee? Let me mute my phone. Okay, so what I'm reading, apparently this Tanner McKee guy was drafted in 2023 in the 6th round. He fucking sucks. I'm not gonna lie. He fucking blows. They pretty much let him play a good portion of the game. Kenny Pickett. He didn't look too bad. He looked all right. Will Guier. Again, I admit I didn't watch too many of these preseason games. I had them on as like background noise, but I would peer at them over every once in a great while. But the first game here for the Birds, it was garbage. Not going to lie. I'm kind of scared here for our... That? I'm not going to lie, though. I'm kind of scared going into this season knowing that our second and third stringers put up this kind of performance against the Vikings, who, if I'm not mistaken, won't be starting J.J. McCarthy, right? We all know what happened to him. I mean, I'm not going to lie. The Vikings outplayed us this game, man. They absolutely outplayed the Birds. Again, this Tanner McKee guy fucking sucks. 13 for 2,115 yards, no touchdowns, 1 pick. The defense, let's see, how good did the defense do? No one got an interception. Couple guys picked up a sack. Otherwise, I mean, Jake Elliott was not bad, 1 for 1, right? But I mean, nothing really too great to write home about on defense or offense. This game was just straight up trash, garbage. Again, I'm scared if any of our starters get hurt. And after this, skipping all the way to week 3 because I'm going to save the week 2 matchup between the Patriots and the Eagles for last, since it's Pat's Birds. But this game, I mean, we actually didn't play too bad. The defense looked a lot better in this game. Of course, who the hell was Baltimore playing at QB? Yeah, Josh Johnson and Devin Levy, whatever the hell his name is. I admit I don't watch that much college ball, so. But okay, we had the Ravens playing some bum crusties at quarterback. Kenny Pickett got more looks this time, and he actually didn't do too bad. He didn't play too bad in this game, I'm not going to lie. He moved the ball pretty well, made some pretty decent plays, got us a touchdown, 89 yards, 14 for 22. Again, Tanner McKee, 6 for 16. This guy, Tanner McKee is fucking garbage, all right? Again, I admit I didn't watch too much of the preseason, but when I saw this, he's fucking garbage, bro. I'll take Kenny Pickett as the backup. All right. Let's see. How do we do on offense? Kenneth Gainwell, 4 carries for 23 yards. Kendall Milton, 9 carries, 39 yards. So, yeah, you're going to notice that our offense was pretty quiet this whole preseason. Okay. Hardly got anything going. Shout out to the defense, though, this game for holding us in it. Only holding the Ravens to 2 field goals and a touchdown. So that's not bad. It's all right. I mean, again, if we had better quarterback play and better play on offense here, I have a feeling we probably would have done a lot better. Of course, again, it's second and third stringers, so I get it. But this preseason, I'm not going to lie, is kind of making me scared for the upcoming season for the Birds, right? I mean, again, we're going up against second and third stringers in Baltimore. But the fact that we could barely beat Baltimore's second and third stringers means we got some weak depth on this team. Like, I'm sorry. Don't get me wrong, the Ravens are a good team, right? But if we're barely squeaking out wins against second and third stringers and winning close games like this, then yeah, let's not hope any starters go down. Because it's going to be a long season. Like, again, looking at the 2 scores that I've seen so far, I have no faith in our backups. Okay. I have no faith in them. They're fucking garbage. What did we go in the preseason? 1-2? I think we went 2-1. Again, I didn't watch too much of the preseason. I watched some here and there, but it's, you know. But yeah, we finished the preseason 2-1. But looking at some of the wins the Birds got, they were very close wins, okay? And again, the game especially against the Patriots. I admit, Patriots, they're fucking garbage, okay? The Pats, we'll get into them here in just a little bit. But again, the game against the Patriots, and we'll get into that in just a little bit as well. I don't know. All right, I have a feeling we're going to need to shake some things up in the depth department. That's my take, you know? Again, I get these are second and third stringers, but if we're like eking out close wins like this, do we really trust our second and third stringers? You know? Again, I know we were playing second, third, and fourth stringers all preseason, but it's like, if we're really struggling to do anything against other teams' second or third stringers, do you really think we're going to have a good season? I know we'll have Hurts, A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, fucking Saquon Barkley. You know, we'll have all the pieces on defense. We'll have all the starters on defense and offense and all that. But it's like, any of those starters go down, I'd say we're fucked. We're screwed, bro. I don't see us having a good season without a healthy squad. Again, and the preseason proves it. We played like dog shit in the preseason. 16-13. The Vikings ram a fucking cock up our ass, 26-3. Barely beat the Pats, 14-13. New England was pretty much beating Philly the whole game, you know. It's like, I know the Eagles are going to have a good season. We'll have the starters going. We'll have the main weapons out there, but it's just, I don't know. I don't know. I really do not know about this season. if the injury bug hits us. We're fucked. Okay? We're fucked to say the least. I know we went 2-1, but like we barely went 2-1 this preseason. You know? But we will see. We'll have to see what happens. I'm excited for the upcoming season. Can't wait to see him live. I hope we have a good record, or at least at 500 or above 500 when I go see him week 4. You know, I'm at least expecting a 2-1 record. All right, 2-1 at best. I don't want no 1-2 bullshit when I go see the Birds live. But anyway, moving on to the Patriots preseason now here. Time to talk about the Pats. Oh boy. Well, we eke out the dub against the Panthers. Bailey Zappi started this game, and he looked fucking terrible. By the way, the day I'm recording this, we waived him. So Zappi's probably most likely going back to the fucking practice squad. But nah, Zappi played like ass. Drake May barely played, which that was fucking stupid. I would have rather saw Drake May start this game. But Drake May went 2 for 3 for 19 yards, right? Hardly played. Joe Milton made a couple sweet ass fucking plays this game. I mean, Joe Milton, let's talk about him real quick. All right. Joe Milton, the guy has shown flashes of something decent in my eyes. All right. For all the Milton lovers out there, I'm sorry. It's Drake May season, baby. In my eyes, Pats need to start Drake May. I know. It's just a rookie. Don't throw him out there, but he looked good. But Joe Milton, I'm not going to lie. The first preseason game against the Panthers, he made some plays. He didn't do too bad, right? You know, showed some flashes, made that beautiful pass there to, I believe, Kevin Harris. That was a nice play, right? Or who? No. Jaquan Jackson, I believe. Excuse me, not Kevin Harris. Jaquan Jackson with a beautiful catch there. Let me make sure I'm right. I have it pulled up in front of me. Let's make sure I'm right. Touchdown. Here we go. Yep, Jaquan Jackson for a 38-yard touchdown. I was right. But, I mean, hey. Joe Milton showed he had a pretty solid arm. Showed he has some pretty solid mobility. He wasn't too bad. Right? He was not too bad. He was all right. Of course, the main showing of this fucking game again was Zappi. Zappi was trash, but I mean, Milton's not that bad. He's okay. All right? I don't think he's going to be the Patriots franchise QB. I just don't. He's got a good cannon of a fucking arm. He's got some good mobility. But it's like, I just don't see us making him the starter, right? I see Drake May being the starter. And I'm, in a way, hoping May starts. Because, again, I'm not going to lie. He looked pretty good in the preseason. Right? Joe Milton, again, he didn't look too bad either. And we'll get into the Patriots quarterback situation here in a little bit. But I just don't see Joe Milton as the guy, as people were painting him as after week 1 of the preseason, right? Let's check out the next game. The game that just recently happened Sunday night. Patriots versus the Commanders. Now, this is the game where Drake May fucking shined, bro. Ignore the 20-10 score, right? Ignore that 20-10 score. Drake May looked fucking good. He pretty much proved that I think he should be the starting QB, right? And with him at QB, I have a feeling we can at least squeeze maybe between 5 to 7 wins, right? And I feel like next offseason, if this season Drake May has a good to decent season, puts up some pretty solid numbers, makes some good plays, shows some flashes, shows potential, right? We get him some weapons next year. Get him a better fucking O-line, because let's touch on that O-line real quick. Holy shit. And in the game against the Commanders as well. Holy shit. Bruh. What the fuck is an offensive line? Because the Patriots do not know how to O-line. Okay, let's just say that. Holy shit. Like, what the fuck is our O-line? What is it? That's the one thing that I think will definitely hold Drake May back, though. And that's the one thing that I'm afraid of, and why I don't want him to start, but at the same time I do, because he showed some pretty incredible flashes. And he actually also showed some pretty incredible mobility as well. The Patriots' offensive line is garbage. It's fucking dog shit, right? I mean, that big fucking scramble for that first down there by Drake May, was that a good 10? Was that a good 10 to... I'm trying to see if I could find it right here. No, unfortunately not. Poopy. But Drake May has shown this preseason. He's got good mobility. He's got a good solid arm. And he can be the starting QB of this team. Is he the franchise quarterback? I don't know. I would say his rookie season, if he is thrusted into the starting job, will be his prove it year, right? It will be his year to show that, yeah, I'm the next guy after Tom Brady. I'm your next Brady, you know? It's going to take some time, you know. This season, if May does good, awesome. If he does bad, we know why. All right, again, that Patriots offensive line is terrible. They have no receivers. The defense, though, now I'm not going to lie, the Patriots defense, it looked pretty fucking good, right? That defense looked solid. I kind of don't really approve of the Matthew Judon trade, but I see what they're doing. Matthew is starting to get up there in age. He's starting to, slow down a little bit. I get it. But he was still putting up some pretty good solid numbers. But I see what the Pats did there. He's starting to get up there in age. Starting to get up there, and time played. The wear and tear eventually is going to catch up to him. Ship him off somewhere else. In this case, it was Atlanta. Atlanta's going to have a pretty good defense. Not going to lie. They're going to have a pretty solid defense. But sip Dr. Pepper. But I have a feeling this year, in terms of offense for the Patriots, they're going to be a very run-heavy team. Okay? We didn't see Drake May get too many attempts, but looking at it, you can see here in terms of targets The receivers, 2 for Matt Landers, 7 for Javon Baker. Javon Baker, 7 for 2. It was not bad. Jalen Polk. This is a guy that needs more touches in the regular season. This is a guy that needs more targets. Definitely. He did not look too bad, right? Looking at the targets, 3, right? And then you look at rushing. Make sure I'm on the Patriots. You look at rushing, right? 6 carries, 7 carries, 3 carries, 4 carries, 3 carries, 3 carries. Well, that's Drake May, and then there's Joe Milton. But you can see by the looks of it, the running backs are getting a lot more love, right, than the receivings. I can English. Than the receiving team is, right? Which, again, leads me to believe the Patriots are going to be a run-heavy team. So now let's look at that week 2 preseason game between the Eagles and the Patriots. And I saved the best for last, Pats Eagles, because I thought that maybe this game we'd be able to look at both teams at once, you know? But looking at it, again, then this is what I mean by I'm not too hot on the Eagles' second and third stringers on this team because, again, the Birds barely eked out a win against, what, the 4-win Patriots? 14-13. The fact that our backups in Philly struggled against the backups in New England is like, do we really got faith in the Eagles' backups? Again, the Birds got the win. But if you think about it, the Patriots, looking at it here, the Patriots pretty much stood up the Eagles all the way up until the fourth quarter. The Patriots defense played amazing all the way up until fourth quarter where who was in at this? But yeah, let's see. Who was in at this point? I was pretty sure it was Zappy, right? We scroll down. Yeah, I'm pretty sure in the second half, Milton came in and then Zappy came in to finish it. So, I mean, again, you're looking at a 4-win team versus a 12, 13 win? How many win the Eagles win? 11 wins. Okay, I had to make sure I was right. I was off by 2 wins. Sorry, it haunts me, and I'm like, got to make sure I'm right. I always got to do my fact checking. I like to fact check myself mid video. Like, did I get that right? Nope. 11-win team versus a 4-win team, right? It's like, again, yeah, the Eagles won. Can we really trust their backups? If they can barely eke out a win against a 4-win team in the Patriots, it's just, do we really got faith in their backups? Do we really have faith in the backups? I don't know. Because again, and why I keep saying, do we have faith in the backups? Look at this game right here. Again, Eagles finished preseason 2-1, barely. But if Philly's barely eking out, if their second and third stringers are barely eking out wins against a 4-win team's second and third stringers, then we better hope we have a full 100% healthy team going along throughout the whole season, right? With the Patriots, it don't matter. The Patriots starters fucking suck. Right? So looking at this from an Eagles fan perspective, how I'm seeing it is we better hope Philly stays healthy, right? Because, again, looking at the game against the Patriots, a 4-win team, and we could even throw in the Vikings game in there, 26-3. Both the defense and offense in that game were non-existent. I have a feeling Philly fans should be worried. Very worried. This preseason told us a lot about this upcoming Eagles team. And it's not good. If our backups can barely get it done against, again, a 4-win team's backups, then yeah, we're not going to have a good season. I already know the Patriots. Again, I'm saying they get no more than 5 to 7 wins tops, right? But looking at this Eagles squad, I don't know. Looking at the backups and the way we played this preseason, I'm saying we ain't reaching 11 wins. We either getting maybe 8 or 9, 10 at the most. Because this preseason has told me a lot about the Eagles. It told me their backups and third stringers are dog shit. It tells me the Eagles have no depth on offense or defense. And it tells me the Eagles have a lot of work to do. And it also kind of tells me that is Jalen Hurts going to be going through a couple bumpy seasons in Philly? Because this preseason has me scared for the Eagles. It does. It really does. Again, 14-13 against a 4-win team, right? We eked the win out against a pretty good Ravens squad. Ravens have a good team. 16-13. Okay, we get the win against the Ravens. Barely, though, right? We barely get the win. Kenny Pickett was probably our best player on offense. And then you look at the Vikings game, week 1 of the preseason. We played like absolute dog shit, right? This Tanner McKee guy was fucking horseshit. He was garbage. Kenny Pickett, he was all right. Will Greer, I don't even know why the fuck we gave him a chance. Should have just left it up to Pickett and McKee. Honestly, if anything, I would have rather Will Greer had more fucking snaps than McKee. I'm not gonna lie, I shut this game off. And like the second half. I shut this game off at the beginning of the second half. I'm like, yeah, no, this is done. It's over. So the Patriots, we already know how their season's gonna go. I'm saying a max of 5 to 7 wins, right? 7 and 10 at best. That's how I see it. 5 wins the least, 7 wins the most. For the Eagles, I'm going to be a little bit nicer. Because I could say 7 and 10 just like the Patriots, but we'll get in the realm of maybe 10 or 11 wins. Quite possibly less, depending on, how we show up here. But, I mean, I just don't feel good about this season. And it fucking sucks because I'm going to see them live. But, hey, we'll have to see how it goes for the Pats and the Birds. We'll have to see how things roll out. It's going to be some interesting seasons for sure. And it's going to be a fun ride for the Patriots. Again, I guess you can say they're starting all over again from square one. Oh, I remember this like the back of my head. Drafting Mac Jones. Naming him starter week 1. He played like absolute putrid fucking trash. Oh, I hope a different result comes out for Drake May. He's looking good. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's going to do it for this Patriots Birds preseason recap video. You guys are going to be seeing a lot more football and sports content. I guess you can say the political content is going to fully shift over to the second channel. Unless okay, let's say we got a good juicy political topic to talk about. It's big in its mainstream. It'll go on the main channel. But like the small little off to the side political topics or, stuff like that, we'll go to the second channel. So I guess you can say there will still be politics on the main channel. It's just going to be cut down a lot. If there's like a huge ongoing big news story with Kamala Harris or Trump, or if there's a big, huge, giant political news story that's going viral, we'll cover it here on the main channel. But if it's like small little political bullshit and all that, we'll cover it on the second channel. So I thought I'd give that update at the end of the video so I'm not boring you at the beginning. But yeah, things are going to be a little different here. We're going to be getting into some sports along with the other normal content that I make. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.